Hey everyone, yep, Bob Ranch video. I think the last Bob Ranch video, yeah, it's been a while here, and no, I didn't ride a horse today because it's probably just too cold here, even though it's probably one of the, it's cold here. But anyway, wrapping up 2017, yeah, it was been a roller coaster of a year as far as video games concerns. I have to say 2017 was the year that gamers have finally said enough is enough to the publishers, and I'm like, look, I'm not going to take this anymore. One prime example was Battlefront 2, and look, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to deal with your greed anymore, and I'm not going to be buying your games with the stupid loot boxes. And many states are right now taking notice like this. And yeah, I do agree with paying more money in game to get more content, as long as that content was made after the game was released. Third-party I would say, yeah, have third parties, licensing onto the games. And like, yeah, I mean, if Call of Duty was coming in here, yeah, if I want to be able to, if third parties, like, other companies want to make like that, have a license for it. That may be a good, yeah. Or allow us gamers to, as an option, I could just put up my creations online and have anybody buy it, and maybe that game creator actually makes some more money. And yeah, I mean that the game, and yeah, like, if in Skyrim, if I want to be able to provide my own stuff online, and I could just post it online for the Skyrim creation stuff here, and then some people can purchase it, and I can get some cut of the money. And yeah, I mean, it's like I'm going to be able to, and yeah, like if I want to make content, upload it to Bethesda. Again, this is supposed to be an option, or the other option, I could just upload directly to other people to download. I mean, we should be able to do if we want of content that we created as well. But anyway, yeah, loot boxes, yeah, they're finally taking heat from, even the lawmakers are right now saying no to loot boxes, it's gambling, and even loot boxes, it's okay as long as you're not buying them for the sake of buying content here. Like, loot boxes should be a gift to gamers for doing well in the game. But if you're buying stuff, it shouldn't be from loot boxes. It should be from a new set of stuff that you can come in towards the game. And yeah, and again, as long as it's a new item as long as it's a new in-game item like this, that either they created after the game was released, or like when other players make content as well, and like this here. Now, the 8th generation. It's just left a bad taste in my mouth this year. The Wii U came out first, but it ended up being a failure because it was such an underpowered system. And yeah, I mean, the Wii U was, the companies are saying, screw this. I mean, I'm not making for such a. I mean, the Wii U was, a little above par for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. It just felt more like a 7th generation console than an 8th generation. Because, I mean, the PS4 and the Xbox One just finish it off. I think that's one of the reasons why EA and third parties say, screw this, I'm not buying. I'm moving on to the PS4 and the Xbox One. The Switch, and but basically, the 7th generation of power, the most problem with that was the systems were unreliable. The PS3 with the yellow light of death, and the Xbox 360 with the red ring of death. And I still remember that, folks. Catherine, which was John back at the time, posted many videos of the yellow light of death. I'm probably one of the few who never got it, but a lot of other people did. And Sony treated them like garbage, and I probably bought a spare PS3 like that, so I have a backup system now. So yeah, I was one of the lucky ones that I've never gotten it here. This generation, it was about the companies and the games. the games were broken, all right? The games were shallow. The games were broken. I made a lot of videos of Little Big Planet 3. I could not connect online. I mean, they claim that the Sumo claims it was 100% backwards compatible. It's an absolute lie. And I posted a lot of stuff until Sumo decides to block my account because of the problems that have been happening here. And I've just given up a Little Big Planet 3. I don't know if they even fixed it yet. But it just took too long for them to fix it up. The game should not be broken like that when it comes to launch in the first place. They should have tested it. The internet, and now we're getting games that are, well, yeah, you have to download tons of data to get the complete game. Doom, alright? I just posted a video of that one. I had to download gigs worth of data to get the complete game on there. And you know that, Nintendo's screwing up with these. Yeah, Nintendo's really screwed up with the storage systems. I mean, you need more than 256 gigs worth of storage to make the system usable. The internal system usable. At least for those who are people, especially for those who are downloading games off the Nintendo network, off the Nintendo store, whatever it is here. But the Switch is 9th gen. The Switch is a 9th gen console. All right, it's right now doing great, but we're right now starting to see the Switch is running into problems. Storage is just. I mean, we need to have an external hard drive support, and you can get a portable 2 terabyte drive. You could just stick it via USB 3 in the system. For about 78, I got a 5 terabyte portable drive for $450, and we need at least 2 terabytes in order for me to make the system usable. But 256 gigs, it just isn't going to cut it. That's why I've had some. Skyrim is not as bad. I mean, it's just a few gigs of data to make it usable, but you're gonna run into problems. I mean. Problems if you have to download, at least you can only get part of the game in the cartridge, and you have to download the other part in order for you to play the entire game. That's when 256 gigabytes isn't enough. You need it. I mean, that's what I have to say. And yeah, I have to have a disagreement with what was it? Review Tech USA. Posted things, oh, it's not a big deal. Yeah, trust is going to become a big deal in the future because you really can't make a hybrid console. Because in order for you to make a hybrid console, you have to dumb down the hardware to make it at least kind of portable to put the gaming on the go. You just run into a bulky systems. In the long term, Nintendo's going to have to make a dedicated home console that you can plug your Switch into interoperable toward each other here, because the Switch is going to be just. I mean, it's just going to be no match for the PS5 and the Xbox 2 when they come out. Just wait when the PS5 comes out. It's going to blow the Switch away. The first mistake that Nintendo has made with it, the Switch was launched too early. I mean. They should have waited until this holiday to release the Switch, and yeah, I said that before the videos in my previous videos that the Switch was launched too early. We only got one decent game, which was Zelda. That was it, and we had to wait for months in order for you to get a decent library. The library was coming out at that point in time should be the minimum of what was available when you launch your systems. Now you can get Doom, you can get Skyrim, you can get Mario Odyssey. I mean, this is the library what it should have been when the Switch first came out. I think the Switch was rushed, all right? I think it's a good idea to just make it, it's a console portable hybrid. It isn't. It's a portable handheld system. It's going to be a portable handheld system like that. The closest thing that we got was a Vita. You can play it on the TV. You can somehow play it on the TV like that. And there's other systems before that had this stuff before. So yeah, I mean the Switch was not necessarily a new concept, but Yeah, you get the detachable Joy-Con controllers on the side. They could just put it around and dock up and like that. And I mean, it's just the second mistake was just a lack of hard drive support. I mean, you can secure it, all right? You could just register the Switch into that hard drive and towards my account, all right? And you could just swap games off and on the hard drive into the memory card. You could just put some games on the go. But yeah, the 8th generation, it was just, the good news is that the online passes were out, but the DLCs it was worse, all right? We're now getting the loot boxes. Customers are right now infuriating now. Games were completely broken, and it was just a bad taste in my mouth. The library of games, I have like 10 or 15 games each on my PS4 and Wii U, which pales in comparison to how many games I bought on the PS3 and the Wii. I have filled my whole rack up with games with the PS3. Yet, the amount of PS4 games in the library barely fits up a half a row in my rack. And yeah, it's just... Because companies are greedy, that's what I have to say about this one. So here's what I like to have next in the 9th generation. We need to have $40 games. Games should be $40 when it comes out, once it becomes mainstream. No more DLC or microtransactions to proceed forward. I mean, I do get it, all right? My DLCs for newer, like, expansion packs are like this, like kind of like what we got in Skyrim. The Sims, all right? I remember buying this new expansion packs because it adds a new element to the game. Yeah, I mean, that could be great, as long as it keeps the games balanced. UGC, user-generated content. Third-party, they should expand DLCs to include third-party DLCs and like DLCs that I can make and upload for this to download. I mean, that should be a thing here. Mario Maker was a really prime example. We relied heavily on UGC. The UGC were levels I created, uploaded, posted for other people to play it. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's the right step of Nintendo, and I hope that they post the Mario Maker on the Switch, like, Mario Maker 2. Make it 3D. I mean, that's what Nintendo should do. Expand DLC to include third parties and us gamers that want to make our own content for us to add into the game or like that, or just give tools widely available towards gamers as well as, companies. Because, I mean, we like to create stuff as well as play stuff. Yeah, you're gonna get lousy content, but there's also talented gamers who also have a talented in creating stuff that makes games out there. They should do that. No more $60 games. We need $40 games. Look, video game. I mean, $60. I get it if it was a premium edition game, but standard edition, $40. We need to rack down on the DRM. All right. I mean. I understand, and yeah, I do get, and yeah, I understand piracy as an issue, but there's a better idea of, drop the price, and it really is effective against piracy. People will start buying games. I mean, the people who pirate will buy games again. Look, good old games.com. Yeah, that's where I got my old games here on the PC, and they're PC ports as well. So you get portable games online right there. But so yeah, drop the price to $40. I think it's pretty much a fair price for a new game. That should be the standard. $40 for a game. For physical games, I want a complete game, not just a complete working game out of the box. Not something that, you have to download this and that to get the complete game, or you have to download an update in order for you to get to work. No, a complete working game out of the box. Now, yeah, I might kind of get it. If you have to, well, yeah, but then it's, yeah, I've updated the system like that here. Then yeah, then the other games are probably just not going to work or anything here, but, it should, yeah, but, it should, game should work completely out of the box. A complete game on the cartridge and the disc. Like, whatever media you want to come here. And no, I want a complete working game the day it comes out. Yes, I will accept a few minor bugs and tweaks, and yeah, that's normal, but to release it broken, it's just unacceptable. You should be able to, the licenses that you buy should be transferable to another person. Like, okay, on Steam, I can just give up my license and transfer it to that person, say, here's a license, you can play that game. Yeah, they should do something like that. So, that's what I have to say about the 9th generation. So, yeah. This is me, JD, out. I hope companies start caring about their customers in the 9th generation. And, yeah. And it's cold outside, and getting a little warm, but I mean it's like that. So I have some snow on the ground. Yeah.